the exciting world of tamales. And why are tamales so coveted? Because of the involvement that it takes. But really, with the help of Kevin here, we've deconstructed the tamale. The tamale is not that difficult to make. There is some things that involve a little bit of technique, like assembling it, but in the end, any one of you can go home and tackle a tamale. And the best thing about them is they freeze great and they cook great. They cook great frozen.
Oh yeah, you can steam them off and freeze them, and then re-steam them to heat them, and they're almost like they're they come out perfect.
Now, natural wrappers have been the choice for a long time. Tamales can be wrapped in corn husk, banana leaf is another thing, and where I'm from, avocado leaf. They make a flat tamale that looks like a perfect leaf, and it's served with a condimented mole rather than stuffed. So you
I don't know where you'd find an avocado leaf.
Well, an avocado tree, man.
Oh. Okay. I mean,
one of those in your backyard?
I looked to see if I could get stuff for the demo, and unfortunately, due to the cold weather and no one's lack of interest.
I've seen dried ones.
Yeah.
Easy to find like fresh ones.
When I was a kid, I just went into the backyard, and my mom got me. I didn't get some.
Yeah, break out the banana
frozen.
And the banana leaf. Now, the banana leaf is very popular in the Caribbean part of Latin America. So everybody knows how Mexico is shaped, right? Like this, and then Yucatan Peninsula shoots out, kind of like this part of your hand. This is where the Mayan pyramids are. The cradle of corn is right here. This is Mexico City, Veracruz. So here's the Caribbean. We all know what that looks like. Here's South America.
We get a geography lesson.
Yes. Well, on the coast, on both coasts of Mexico, tamales are wrapped in banana leaf because there's a lot of banana, and they're filled with seafood.
Okay.
It's a lot different. And when I was a kid, I hated it. When I saw the banana leaves, I'm like, oh, fish tamales.
Does it make much of a difference in the flavor?
It makes a huge difference in the flavor.
Yeah, banana leaves are very herbal.
Yeah,
It permeates.
it's got a very vegetative, very herbal flavor to it. Kind of akin to like steamed spinach or maybe even asparagus. Now, folks, when you make corn on the cob and you want to make the really killer tamales, save your fresh husks, wrap your tamales in that, and it's going to give it that supreme herbaceous, super corn
So you don't
flavor.
dry them then, or you just
No, they're the best fresh.
fresh?
Actually, when they're dry, they're a real beep to work with because they're really brittle and you have to soak them. But when you get them, you open them up.
Oh.
Even my grandma used to roll her spliffs with the inside of the.
Rotor what?
a cigarette, man.
Oh, okay.
with the inside of the corn. In Mexico, they use it as a natural wrapper.
If you go to different parts of Mexico and order a tamale off a menu, will they automatically give you the regional?
They're going to ask you two
something?
things. The tamale de puerco or tamale de pollo. Are you going to have a pork or a chicken? Those have become the ubiquitous tamales of Mexico. Because pork was brought by the European settlers. They loved pork, especially the French. And chicken was also brought for them. It was things that pigs and chickens lived on the ships that they had. Traditional tamale in Mexico, venison, turkey. Those are the indigenous tamales of Mexico, and fish. Those are the food that the Mesoamerican predecessors ate. But the ubiquitous one is chicken or pork. Usually the pork in like a mole or a red sauce, and the chicken similar. And then the third most popular one is de raja, which is grilled poblano peppers, onions, tomato, and a wedge of queso fresco wrapped in a thing, and it all melts. This gooey concoction. Those are my favorite. That's the third most one. But you could get, if you go to different parts of Mexico, yes, they're going to look different. They're going to serve them with different condiments. They're going to have fish in them. They're going to have. In Mexico, we make, like where I'm from in Puebla, we serve them like pancakes, where they've been steamed with the avocado leaves and they're condimented on the sides. There's dessert ones. The most popular one is brown sugar and pineapple, where they blend it right into the fondant of the masa, and they add the pineapple chunks. You go to Cuba, they're small and they look like enchiladas. You go to El Salvador, and I don't want to talk about El Salvador. Just kidding. They got great tamales.